I have created a Truck Hub TMS that connects shippers, brokers, freight forwarders directly to the trucks that we operate on a daily basis. Hey, transportation community. Good afternoon. This is Luis Lopez, aka the Freight Guru, and I got really exciting news today. Something I've been working hard on for the past 3 months, and that is a transportation calculator powered by PC Miler and Truck Hub, which is a TMS platform that connects shippers and brokers to different modes of domestic transportation. But this mileage calculator is completely free. It's available on my website. It's available on the link below. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll get access to it as well. And this is going to help you if you're a carrier, if you're a fleet operator, if you're a dispatcher. It's going to help you when you're on DAT, when you're on truck stop, and you're booking loads with brokers, with direct shippers. It's going to help you make sure that whatever the total revenue that they're providing you, you're going to be able to calculate the total miles and then get an average rate per mile based on that load. So we're going to dig through this today, and I'm going to show you how to use the Freight Guru Truck Hub calculator. You're going to look at how to do the mileage, how to add accessorials if you wish, as well as look at driving directions. So we're going to jump right in to this free calculator that I think is going to help everybody no matter what mode of transport you're in. If you're a broker, if you're a shipper, if you're a carrier, you're going to be able to utilize this free widget that's going to be available to everybody as of today. So here we go. The example we're going to do today is using the DAT load board. So I'm going to give you an example. Today's April 23rd. I'm going to go into DAT. I'm going to look at what available loads are out of Miami. We're going to look at a rate, and we're going to be able to compare that rate with what the rate per mile would be if you would book with that broker. So going into the mileage calculator. All right, so it's going to be mileage-calculator.thefreightguru.io. And as you can see here, you don't need to subscribe. If you do subscribe, it's going to be great because as I throw in new widgets in the upcoming months, and I'm going to keep on giving you free widgets that are going to improve your business. Again, if anybody new to the podcast, I've been in transportation 17 years. I started doing software 5 years ago. Because I wanted to improve my business. And by doing so, I have created a Truck Hub TMS that connects shippers, brokers, freight forwarders directly to the trucks that we operate on a daily basis. I thought about the fact that the mileage calculator is something that everybody could use, and I wanted it to be my first widget that I provide to you. This widget's going to allow you, again, to put basic driver information, if you wish, put the company that you're booking the load with, and then provide you specific details about what accessorials, what mileage the route's going to be, and then give you a rate per mile so that you're able to decipher very quickly if that load that you're booking on the load board is going to work for you. So we're going to do an example today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into DAT, and I'm in Miami, Florida, so I'm going to do the example out of Miami. I'm going to look at DAT, so we're going to go from Miami to anywhere, okay? So when you do that, I'm going to go by rate. I'm going to pick the first rate that I see, which is going to be the highest rate. So here we have a Medley, Florida load to Puyallup, Washington. And if you look here, the load is with the load here is with Packard Transport, okay? The cool thing about DAT, it gives you what the broker to carrier spot market rate is. In this case, it says that the average rate is $1.91, between $1.79 to $2.04. Okay, so we know we're going from Medley, Florida to Puyallup, Washington. And the name of the broker is Packard Transport. So I don't know who the driver is going to be yet, right? So we're going to put here Packard Transport. That's the broker that ultimately I would be in a real world experience. I'd be communicating with over the phone, right? And then you're going to go Medley, Florida to Puyallup, Washington. And automatically when you do that, you're going to calculate, the system's calculating the total miles. It's 33,314 miles, basically, right? So what's happening with that mileage there is that you're going to be able to add the $7,000. So you'll be able to add the $7,000. And that's an average of $2.11 per mile, right? So the average right now on DAT, this is a 15-day moving average, is $1.91. It's been reported by 7 companies, total of 8 reports. So this is the current 15-day moving average, okay? So looking at that average and looking at the rate per mile, it looks like the rate is above the current moving 15-day average. So then you could decide, hey, broker, Packard Transport, shout out to Packard Transport. I want to get $7,300. Then that would move your rate to 202. So in future episodes, we're going to talk about fixed cost, variable cost, and getting an average cost per mile on your trucks. But for now, if hypothetically you knew that your cost per mile is $1.88, you would be 20-something cents over your cost per mile. So that would be a profitable load out of Miami. Typically, Miami's not a good trucking market. Now in this world we're living in, with there's more demand than supply, it's hard to have backhaul markets, but Miami's tends to always be a backhaul market. In this case, you're seeing a broker that is aggressively looking at a rate above what would be the standard backhaul market in Miami. Now, the other interesting thing about this widget that we're providing is that it's able to add accessorial fees. So let's say this shipment was bonded, or let's say you had to pay a fee at a lumper, a cash advance for offloading or loading. You could add that fee here. You could add the accessorial right here. So if it was bonded, you could add the accessorial. You can make it a fixed hourly or daily rate. In this case, it'd be daily. And you can add what you charge for a bonded fee. So if this was a bonded trucking movement from Miami out to Washington, and you wanted to add a value for the bonded accessorial, let's say $50, you can add it, and you can also remove it. The other interesting thing about this, and we're not going to add that bonded fee, but you could. The other interesting thing about this is that it's going to give you turn-by-turn direction, so you know exactly where the driver needs to go, so you can ultimately send this to the driver if you want. And then what's great is that you'll be able to download this as a PDF, which you're looking at right here. This is the PDF. And you're able to print this or send it to the broker shipper that you just agreed on the rate with. So you're completing a lot of manual processes now on this widget that will eliminate you having to do this either on an Excel spreadsheet or through Google Maps. And the reason why Google Maps I don't recommend is because trucking miles are totally different from car miles. And the one thing I will tell you that we're doing here on this map is we're using Trimble PC Miler API in order to provide you accurate trucking miles. So these are real trucking miles. So this total mileage from Medley to Washington is going to be based on trucking miles. So you're paying the driver properly. You're getting an average rate per mile properly. And the routing for that shipment is going to be accurate. So super exciting, something that I think will be very helpful to all parties in the industry. If you're a shipper, you're a broker, you're a carrier, you're an owner-operator, you can utilize this free widget, which is available on our website. It's available on this YouTube channel below, and it's going to provide you as many calls to pickup and delivery location as you wish to make, and you'll be able to get accurate truck miles. You'll be able to get a rate per mile, and you'll be able to get a PDF that will allow you to get the customer that you're billing information put on there. You're able to add the driver information if you wish, okay? And then further along the line, you're able to add accessorials. So those are additional charges that might be outside of the base rate that you've negotiated with the customer, okay? You're able to send this PDF to the customer. You're also able to download the PDF for yourself, save it onto your hard drive, save it onto your computer, or print it out so that you don't forget when you move on to the next load what you just quoted with the broker that you just booked a load with. So this is super, super exciting stuff for me. This is going to be available immediately. You're going to be able to utilize this and hopefully make your day-to-day easier, because that's my goal. You know, I have struggled to make my day-to-day operations easier over the past 17 years. I'm doing a better job of that now as I evolve and create new technology, and I want to provide that technology to you. So this is the Freight Guru here signing out. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the link below and utilize our mileage widget in order to make your day-to-day better. Thanks, guys.